Hello Wine Club members, and welcome to this edition of the September 2009 selection for our Organic Wine Club. Some of you have requested or asked if there was any way we could include higher end wines in our selection, and obviously with $50 for 3 bottles it's a little tricky to do that. So this month it's the first time that I have offered only 2 bottles in order to give you a higher end red wine to taste, and so you will receive either 1 red and 1 white, or 2 red wines instead of the 3 bottles. I hope you will be satisfied with that, and you will have pleasure discovering this wine, and let me know if that doesn't fit well with you, but I will hope to have a good response. So the selection therefore for this month is a red wine coming from the southern part of the Rhone Valley, and it's called the Crozes hermitage by the name of the village that it's coming from. This is France. A little bit of geography. Here you have the Rhone Valley, and at the bottom, the southernmost part, the Crozes is around here. What's very peculiar with this wine is that it's made out of 100% Syrah grape. You know that in the wine world there is a bit of a, not a discussion, but some wines are made only with one grape, like varietal, like Burgundy is made out of Pinot Noir, or Chardonnay for the white. You have Gamay in the Beaujolais region. You have Melon for the Muscadet. You have Barbera also for the Barbera that I will present also this month. And for the white wine also you have the Condrieu, which is made out of 100% Viognier, and it's a fantastic wine. So Crozes is made out of 100% Syrah, and Syrah is a very interesting grape. It can be really used in many different ways, either to make light rosé or fairly young red wines, or also worked in a way that it can last really for years and years, and develop and become more and more complex and very interesting. So we have a winemaker, Jacques, who is making this wine from, not every year because it depends on the quality of the vintage, and right now we have the 2007. This wine is probably at the very beginning of its age. If you really like it and want to get more, you could certainly put it aside for many years, I guess at least 10 years. But it's certainly already showing all the potential, the capacity that it would reach over time. So it's always interesting to have a taste at different ages, at different times, so you can appreciate how a wine evolves and change over time. So this will be your discovery of something that is really, as a name, is very well known in the world of wine aficionados, and you possibly have already tasted one, and you'll find all this interest of the animal side of the Syrah. It's a very dark grape. And the wines are usually very concentrated, particularly because in this region it's very hot. There's a lot of wind, and so it tends to dry the grape and have a high concentration of the taste. And this one, when you open it, you will need some time, maybe an hour, several hours. I just recently had an email from one of you who was amazed at the difference after 2 days of tasting a wine and finding that it had opened up immensely. So organic wines are pretty, can withstand the time if they have some sulfites in them. And sometimes after a day or two, you may be really interested to see how the potential has really shown up very, very nicely. So this is one. Jacques Frolin made the Crozes Hermitage, and I hope you really enjoy that one. For the white one, I've chosen a new also edition that you've never heard of. It's the Chateau Lobarit, and it's a wine from Entre-deux-mers, which means between two seas. We've had one of them in the past, but this is a new wine, and Entre-deux-mers means between the two rivers, the Dordogne and the Garonne, and this is the shape again of the France. The border region is here, and you have those two rivers, and it's right in between. That Entre-deux-mers is specialized in white wines, and they're made from Sauvignon Blanc and Semillon, the two grapes, for probably 90%, and there's sometimes some addition of other varietals, but it's very fresh and fruity, and the wines from Bordeaux have been very much in demand recently, after going up and down, but right now it has reached a level of quality with the new technology of the cold. The mastery of the cold fermentation is bringing about aromas of fruit and the lightness and the fruitiness that is really quite remarkable. And it's a 2007. It's very fresh. It's probably perfect now. So enjoy that. With light meat, or if you're not a meat eater, a great salad, or maybe a pasta plate probably would do well. And so that's the first two, and the third one is the Barbera del Monferrato. It's a special cuvée, and it's a 2004. It's a Minola from our producers. The Capelletta, and this winery is on the northern part of Italy, actually to the west. It's the Piedmont part, which is here. Okay, yeah. So this is France on this side, and Piedmont is the region that touches France, and it literally means at the foot of the hill, Piedmont, because of the Alps obviously being at all the northern part of Italy. And this wine is I've grabbed the last few cases that I could get, because it is made at 100% Barbera, which is a varietal that has been described for centuries, probably since the 7th century, and it's a classic. I mean, it's 50% of the whole area is making wines with that grape, and so because it has already a few years, you will really appreciate how it has developed and become really a very powerful and nice and round wine. Usually it's drunk younger, but this can really last longer. So this will conclude my presentation, and I hope you enjoy it, and let me know how you like them. Bye bye.